saying whatever he wanted. Little Snow with his jaunty tie.
Welcome to WatchMojoUK, and today we're counting down the funniest times Claudia Winkleman has been filmed behaving badly.
I need to grasp it.
Before we begin, we publish new content every day, so be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos.
Number 10. Tequila. Alan Carr, Chatty Man.
Why has it taken you 50 series?
You've never been on before?
No, I'm brand new.
Oh.
And also, it's exactly like it looks on the TV.
Yes!
It was always one of the wilder chat shows thanks to Alan Carr's bar, holding all manner of boozy goodies. But you knew it was going to be even more unhinged than usual when Claudia Winkleman helped herself to some tequila right away.
It's been a long time since I had tequila.
Come on, let's do it.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. Come on, we'll all have tequila.
She quickly confessed to getting bored and having to take a nap during her own wedding, while the conversation soon turned to the infamous Strictly curse. Obviously, the hosts of Strictly didn't want to start speculating about whether any contestants' marriages might be on the rocks, but there was a quip from Tess Daly about Vernon Kay ordering that she and Claudia need to be kept in separate dressing rooms to avoid any funny business.
Vernon's worried. He's insisted that you and I have separate dressing rooms, by the way.
Why?
Hello?
The alleged curse of Strictly.
Yeah.
Number 9. Picnics. The Graham Norton Show.
Like picnics? You do not like a picnic.
I can't believe you said the P word. Well, yeah. I mean, how long have we got?
She'd already ranted about her dislike of skiing on an episode of Room 101, but Claudia is also a devout hater of picnics. Graham Norton asked her about it on his show and triggered a foul-mouthed rant in which she detailed everything she hates about putting on a spread in the park.
Picnics are a disgrace. They are. They're an absolute... Am I allowed to swear?
Yes.
They're a disgrace.
Yeah.
She talked about the sheer chaos a picnic causes in the Winkleman household, with any random item from the fridge getting thrown into a box and dragged to the park to be eaten on some old towels.
And the kids are like, I'll find a blanket. We don't have a blanket. We also don't have a garden. I'm like, get towels.
She really did see red, and nobody else in the studio could believe she'd gotten so angry over the mere suggestion of a picnic.
Nobody's full up. No. And everything's covered in sultanas, or somebody's decided to throw up I've just chopped a walnut. How dare you?
Number 8. Strictly Fail. Big fat quiz of everything.
Have you got... Claudia, if you don't get this, there'll be trouble.
I've got 10.
Okay.
We're going to be seeing a lot of Claudia on Big Fat Quiz, since she's a frequent participant, but this massive failure sticks out. Strictly stars Kevin and Karen Clifton, still married at the time, were brought out to demonstrate 8 different well-known dances. Obviously, it looked like Claudia and David Mitchell were going to have an easy round, since she's hosted Strictly for such a long time, but that wasn't the case.
Claudia, David, you've got 2.
Wow. I don't know how we've managed to write down the names of so many dances that weren't the ones you...
At the end of the round, they only had 2 of the 8 dances correct, far fewer than the other teams. It's a wonder she didn't get sacked from Strictly after this debacle.
That isn't the weird thing. It's the fact that the show she hosts is the dancing show.
When Strictly, they tell you what the dance is at the beginning. You don't have to guess it.
Number 7. Chili con carne. Gordon Ramsay Cook Along Live.
I'm going to use this now. Don't be offended. I'm going to blend some onion, garlic and straight chilies. I don't take the seeds out because I don't have the time.
For 1 hour of live television, Gordon Ramsay had Claudia Winkleman with him to prepare a 3-course 1970s style menu. She did it her way, he did it his way, and they chatted throughout, and it quickly descended into chaos.
Do you know what I like with it?
Don't say salad.
A jacket potato.
Oh.
With sour cream.
Jacket potato.
I can't talk to you anymore. You laughed at my jacket potato idea.
They were both making chili con carne, and she soon decided that the best strategy wasn't to make the best food, but to try and trash-talk Gordon to his face. Definitely a brave decision.
This is already more tasty than anything you have ever made.
And when she said she thought he was in his 50s, Gordon was furious. You just can't predict what she's going to say or do.
Sorry, I'm actually younger than you, my darling. Sorry. 33
Liar.
this year.
You're about... I guess you were 51. Are you not 51?
No, you're 10 years off it.
Yada, yada, yada.
Number 6. Strictly Leak. Strictly Come Dancing. In this anecdote, Claudia said that during her earliest series hosting Strictly Come Dancing proper, the producers quickly learned that she couldn't be trusted with the names of the upcoming series celebs.
Well, they tell me now after they tell the press.
Right.
Because one year...
That's like me on Dancing on Ice.
Is it?
Though she was briefed on the secrecy of the show's casting, she confessed to immediately leaking the entire roster to somebody in a lift at the BBC right after she'd found it out.
You know, lock the doors, phones off, eyes down, here's who's doing it. And I went, gotcha, don't tell anyone.
Ever since, she hasn't been told which celebrities have been cast. With that in mind, it's a miracle she doesn't leak the winners of The Traitors, since she must be getting asked about that constantly.
I was like, not going to believe who's doing it. And they said afterwards, she's a bit leaky. So many levels.
Number 5. Spitting her drink out. Big fat quiz of everything.
With your ones that you're putting down,
yeah,
are they quite long?
No. I'm not putting her when she goes, don't you think? I'm not in that business.
Another moment from her raucous 2016 appearance on Big Fat Quiz, she was left in stitches by a joke David Mitchell made. She made the grave mistake of having some of her tea while they were all trying to remember the words to Ironic by Alanis Morissette for a question.
Okay, what are you, you want to watch that? Because you'll have to attach a separate sheet. You know, like with an insurance claim, explain full stop.
Who knew that a gag comparing the size of the answer board to an insurance claim would get such a reaction from her? But it did, and we all had to watch her spitting her tea back into the mug on television because she didn't want it to come back out through her nose.
Are you spitting drink out?
If I laugh and I'm drinking hot drink, if I laugh, it's going to come out of my nose. So instead, I just expel from the mouth. It's fine.
All right.
Number 4. Paul Hollywood. The Great British Bake Off.
I most fear Mary's disappointment. Because Paul, you know he's going to be grumpy. I want to give him a cuddle, I want to make it better. I'm not sure I can.
More cooking, Claudia was on the Comic Relief Bake Off special in 2013. If we hadn't seen her with Ramsay earlier, we'd assume she'd never been in a kitchen before, given how much chaos she caused.
Yeah.
I'm literally going to lick your face.
Mel Gedroych was given no choice but to help her out as she inexplicably decided she was going to make more meringue and add it to a bake that was already cooking, despite being advised against it by Mel and Ed Byrne.
We need to do this. Are you sure?
I've never been more sure of it. You've got to let go of that.
I'm just a bit...
I'm not talking to you, Mel.
Unsurprisingly, Paul clocked the dodgy meringue immediately. There was no fooling him. And then her showstopper was so dry that nobody could eat it.
I've nowhere to put this. Thank you so much. I'm so grateful.
Number 3. Risotto. This morning.
Good morning. I don't want to discuss that. I want to discuss you and risotto because that's my favourite moment ever.
Claudia was supposed to be promoting her live tour behind the Fringe, but was immediately distracted by the revelation that presenter Josie Gibson doesn't understand risotto. Josie goes on to say that she's not a fan of sushi either, prompting Claudia to ask her out.
Should we go after? Is that too forward? We've just met, but I would like to, because suddenly let's do it.
Laughter could be heard from the crew as she went on this tangent, explaining to Josie how nice proper sushi is.
Claudia Winkleman, do you want to be my mate?
Yeah. Oh, yes! Yes! Yes!
This spirals into a pitch for an entire show where Claudia takes Josie under her wing to introduce her to the world's most confusing foods. And we're amazed ITV didn't greenlight it on the spot.
You do realise that all the producers now are writing all this down for an item.
Things that Josie doesn't like.
Yeah,
I would
Claudia
watch that.
Winkleman. Number 2. IKEA. Ant and Dec's Saturday night takeaway.
She started laughing already.
Sorry. Go on.
Claudia is either the perfect celebrity for Get Me Out of Here, since she'll go along with anything, or the worst one, since she's already so bizarre, people probably wouldn't be too put off by anything she does.
Chuck 'em.
Why you throw them?
Because they're not right.
They packed her up and shipped her off to IKEA to bother the staff, but it quickly turned into a disaster because she couldn't speak through her laughter. She was then recognised by a member of the public and told to tell them she was Davina McCall, which the woman believed.
Who I think you are.
Davina McCall.
Davina McCall. I am Davina.
Yeah, I knew it.
Things got even stranger when they sent her off to the restaurant to ogle other people's food, announcing everything she was doing.
It's got to be meatballs, hasn't it, guys?
It's got to be meatballs, hasn't it, guys?
Meatballs!
Meatballs.
Number 1. Jon Snow. Big Fat Quiz of the Year.
In a short statement, the girl was unapologetic, simply saying, "I liked it."
In this older edition of Big Fat Quiz, Claudia and her famous doppelganger Davina McCall were both on the panel, though on different teams.
Can I just officially say that's porn for me. He's the dream.
Yeah.
They soon found common ground when Jon Snow appeared for his usual segment of reporting on one of the year's biggest songs.
In a second, like that, out by the bins. Gorgeous.
Sorry, but do the buy the bins thing again, because my wank bank wasn't on.
Not only were they both fans of his, but they also had a few ideas of what they wanted to do with him were they ever to meet. Hopefully, behind some bins.
Davina, Claudia, would you double team Jon Snow?
Cool. Oh, yeah.
If you're watching, John, good luck. Really? Claudia wants to do him by the bins.
Years on, and we're still wondering whether Jon Snow has seen this clip, as Claudia eventually started performing a one-woman roleplay of the fateful encounter.
Have you got any spare change? And he'd go, "No, I don't, but look at my red socks."
Let us know in the comments your favourite misbehaving TV presenters.
I actually need to lie down. I love him.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from WatchMojoUK and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.